Hi Taurus, and welcome to your reading. I am Nikita from Intuitive Guidance, and my purpose here is to heal, reveal, expand, and enlighten. For those of you who want a personal, all the information is in the description box below. If you click on the link to my website, it will take you straight there. So I'm going to move the camera so you can get on with your reading. Thank you guys for all your support, your likes, shares, your comments as well, by the way. So Taurus, this is Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and cross watches. I'm looking at someone is going to be coming in to reconcile, by the way, via message. It's probably going to be via message. This person is going to, they have a lot of fear, is what I can see. They have a lot of fear. Yeah, there's fear that it's not going to work. There's fear of the way how you will receive it and how you'll be towards them. There's fear of if you've moved on. There's fear. There's quite a lot of fear with them. Just like, is there a point? I think they're going back and forth with this idea in their head of whether there's a point of reconciling. I think they've been doing this for a while, but I think they're just going to decide spur of the moment to just send a message. So I don't know if some of you have them blocked or whatever, but if you do want to hear from them, which it looks to me like a lot of you do, then maybe look out for that message. So if they're blocked and you want to unblock them or whatever's going on, I'm not sure. If you just aren't in contact at the moment and they do decide to contact you, I think it will be like a surprise message that you weren't expecting from them. What else? Yeah, so someone's wanted to come back and reconnect. That's strongly coming in. Children as well. So some of your children might be moving out or moving off to college or moving away. And I think you're happy. It's like a bittersweet. You're happy that that they're going and kind of finding themselves. But at the same time, obviously, some of you may have like nesting syndrome where all your kids have gone off and you're in the house alone, or your first child is going off. Something like that is also what I'm seeing is kind of going on at this time. So there's a focus on children. Some of them are turning into teenagers or going on to the next part of school. I don't really see trouble with teenagers, just more of a focus on kids at this time. So anyway, so for your general reading, you have the Devil, and that's next to, the Devil's here, and it's next to the Empress. Sorry, I'm just crumbling pastry everywhere. I still got some pastry in my nails. I'm making Jamaican patties, and I was just rolling out the pastry, and I just thought, while I'm waiting for it to rise, I'll just, well, not even rise, but while I'm waiting for it to cool in the fridge, I'll come and do a reading, and I'm just crumbling pastry everywhere. Okay, anyway. So with the Devil and the Empress, it's like the Devil is what's holding you back in my eyes, and the Empress is who you could be. Like you could be so expansive. There's an idea you've got hold of here, and you are on the ball. Like you've got this idea. I don't know if you don't know where to go with it, but it's like a niche, or it's something that is, you can see will make you profit. It's like a passion, or it's something that you will be able to feel good about. I'm not sure what it is, but it's like you've got this burst of energy to do something, but the fears are holding you back. So with the Devil here, it's like fear of not being successful. I think even with the Tower, it's like a fear of, what if I am successful and things change, but it's like I can't control it anymore. It's like once I let the cat out of the bag, like that's it. It's like there's even a fear of being successful in this situation. Like, how would it be when if this does take off, like, how would it be? Would it, there's a subconscious fear of that, like things changing and things not being the same. Although you do want change because you're not content at this moment. You do want things to change. You do want a change, but you're not sure. Like if you, like I said, there's also a fear of failure. Like you definitely want to be successful here. The Nine of Pentacles, you see this idea that you had as successful that you have. It's maybe like starting your own business in something, opening something up, starting your own business, somehow like that. You've managed to get yourself into a position where you can see something working and you have this idea, like I said, but there's a lot of fear around this. It's like fear of success, fear of failure, and fear of things going wrong or getting in too deep and not being able to kind of help yourself out or dig yourself out. Finances as well might be an issue on your mind. You know that this could possibly take a long time. Maybe that's what it is as well. You're feeling very impatient at this time. Like you want things moving, but you're like, if I do this now, it's going to take years, or it's going to, maybe I'll face a loss first, or, that kind of thing. And that's what you're kind of fearing here. So the Hierophant in the middle, it's like you have this idea that you want to run with and you're impulsive and you want to kind of get things going with the Prince of Wands. And here's your idea, this creative idea. But in some senses, like I said, you don't want things to change. You're used to doing things a certain way. I think that some of you are deciding to leave a job in order to pursue something of your own. And that's where the fear is. Some of you are actually leaving a job and you know that it's going to be hard times, or maybe you'll be living off your savings for a bit, or you'll be trying to pursue this thing, but you're scared. If it doesn't work, then not only have I left my job, but maybe put money into this and things like that. So you of course you want success, but I feel like subconsciously there's also a fear of that too. It's just like, what if everything changes? What if I don't have any time to do this? What if it fails and then I have to build it back up? What if this happens? What if, there's many things that haven't happened yet. So you need to change your mindset, because the devil here is keeping you stuck. It's not allowing you to be free and move and take the chance and take the risk. It's not the fool. It's not allowing you to do that. It's keeping you bound to what you always know and what you've always known. And I'm hearing that saying, if you always did what you always do, you'll always get what you always got. And you want to push the boundaries. You want to come out of that. And I feel maybe that's why there's an emphasis on children as well, because it's like, I don't just want to leave my children with what my parents said for me, and they've done their damn hardest, but I've got to break the cycle, or I've got to be the person that obtains more. I've got to be successful here. I've got to do more than I can't just be holding myself back anymore. With the devil here, it's like you're stuck and you're stifled and you want to break free. And that's your focus. And there may have been things that happened in the past that still kind of keep you trapped, and that's in your thoughts. So if someone, for instance, was to tell you you're not good enough all the time, and now you're wanting to expand, you wanted to do stuff, maybe those thoughts are holding you back. Especially with the Seven of Swords, it's all about your thoughts keeping you stuck, keeping you in a situation that you're maybe not physically in, but mentally you're still stuck there. So there's a big emphasis on fear and needing to release that in order to become this true empress that you are. Because whatever this is, it's brilliant, and you're not satisfied anymore. You need to do something for yourself. I don't even feel like you guys could, the group I'm talking to, could work for anyone else anymore. Yeah, you've always done things that way, and it's just mundane. It's like you can do more, and you're aware of it. You're aware of the possibility and the potential and the opportunities that lie in front of you, and you want to grab them with both hands. I feel you've had this epiphany. So there's this idea of wanting to do something else. The Two of Pentacles, maybe not knowing, will I have enough money? Let's see if I can do this. Oh, it's made it worse. 1 second. Right, sorry about that. That might help a bit. So fear of not having enough money, or having to be able to budget and kind of know how to maneuver financially. And you're like, well, I've never done that side of things before. It's one thing to have my idea and go forward with that and, ask for advice and research stuff, but it's another to budget and finance. That's not my department, or that's not something I've done before. I'm going to need some help. So it's just like you're entering a world where you're not sure about how to do things. And you do have this idea and you do think it will work and things will kind of get off to a good start, but there's some discrepancies. There's some things that you feel like, oh God, I'm not sure I'll be able to manage that. Like, am I letting myself in for too much? Am I biting off more than I can chew? But I feel this business idea for, some of you, it's a general reading, obviously I can't say, but I feel this could be something really good, and this could put you in another tax bracket. This could, make you really feel like you're ruling your throne, like you're doing your, I had the words in my head when I said ruling your throne. So it's like you're the ruler of your throne. You've accomplished something. That's what it was going to make you feel like proud. I've accomplished something. I've done something of my own. This is my own. I wasn't just working and paying bills. I've actually achieved something, and you're striving for that, and that's keeping you motivated. But there's also, like I said, what's holding you back is the fact of, but what if, and how am I going to, and what about that? So it's like, for me, it'll be different for each of you, but there's certain outside help you might need, external help. You might need to do some research. I don't know what it is particularly, because it's a general reading, obviously, but it looks like this could be something good, and you need to pursue it. And a bit of hard work never hurt anyone. So we got the Three of Cups. So I feel this could be like maybe more like feminine energy, maybe females actually helping you, like saying, yeah, why don't you do this or add this, just like friends or family. Also, it could be your angels kind of giving you signs, pushing you into the direction that that you're thinking about. They're kind of like trying to make you solidify it, kind of thing. And then we have the Queen of Pentacles at the bottom. You, like, this is your vision, abundance, never having to fear low finances or things you can't afford, or I feel like you want to leave a legacy, you want to leave something for your children. That's what's heavily on your mind at this time. You want to be abundant, you want to have everything, you want to be able to just pass these things down to your kids, and not just literally money, but for them to know that you are capable of doing this as well. It's like your mindset's changed right now, and you're just like, you understand how you can be an example to your children if you have children, or you understand how you can break the mold, or you understand how you can have this business that's yours, something to call yours, something to be proud of, something to feel that you have achieved. So we had grief with that as well, which is telling me that probably try and come out of the past. Just as I was saying with the devil, like, there's some certain things that still might stick in your head from your past that cause you, to think that you can't do it. It's like the voice of doubt all the time. And it's because of a past situation, past lover, past relationship, parents, whatever it is. But grief is like you're holding on to something that you don't need to hold on to anymore. I don't feel you know how to function, for some of you, without holding on to this grief, and it's time to learn how to let this go. It's not a part of you anymore. We have gratitude and perfection. So the key here is you're not striving for perfection. It's all a journey. You're going to have hiccups. You're going to go on, you're going to have times where things aren't going perfect or they're not going great, but it makes the experience even better, because the times that things are going amazing, the contrast is amazing. So you're just like, how if everything was always running smoothly, it wouldn't be so wonderful when things were good. Sometimes you have to have the lows to have the really high highs. And gratitude, I feel like just be grateful and appreciate what you have now, accept what you have now, even if it is nothing, even if it is, I don't really have much to offer, I don't really have this, I would like to have that. Appreciate where you are now, because the key is always gratitude. Appreciate your family, turn to them for help if you need to, but the key is always to have gratitude for where you are now, so that you can get to where you want to be. Like, that's the laws of attraction, if you like, as well. Like being grateful, if you live in a hut and you barely have anything and you'd love to move to a beautiful brand new house that had whatever you imagined, you'd have to appreciate that hut first. You'd have to love that hut as if it was that massive house. So the universe will say, okay, we can see you're grateful to live somewhere, to have a roof over your head. We want to give you more of that. And in the universe kind of feeling like that, you'll get more. And you being grateful, you just receive more and more abundance. So it's all about having that gratitude rather than kind of beating yourself up. Oh, if I'd done this, if that had happened, if I didn't go through this, which is the grief. Maybe you lost someone, and you know, my condolences if you have, but maybe you lost someone as well. But if I didn't go through that, if I did that, things might have been different. But you're here now. Accept where you are now. Be grateful for it. Be grateful for the small things you have, for the big things you have. Always show that appreciation and that gratitude, and that will kind of keep the flow of you guys getting what you want and becoming successful and being more and having more, showing your appreciation. Because you're here, you're living this life, you're living this experience, and some people aren't. And it's always fragile, you never know when it's going to be taken away, so live it now to the fullest. So let's look at the love messages. Look at Taurus's love message for the partner. So I'm guessing this will be the person that is coming back, because I see someone coming back via message. And in the cards, actually, it came out reconciliation via message. This person has a lot of fear. Fear also came out. Commitment issues. So this person probably had issues with commitment. I feel they still do, but at the same time, I think they're trying to reach out because they don't want to lose you yet. They don't want you to have moved on. Hey, Taurus's partner. Yeah, King of Cups. I don't feel it's a water sign. I feel like it's someone who is very, very in control of their emotions. Someone who finds it very difficult to open up emotionally. They find it very difficult, but the emotion is there. In this particular card, it's not that much water. It's not gushing at his feet. I don't think this person is emotional. I think they find it very hard to open up, like I said, but I think the emotion is there. They feel something for you. Yeah, definitely holding back their emotion, but still knowing they need to make a choice. I think they make a decision to come forward. We've got the reconciliation card, the 10 of Cups. Conflict, the 5 of Wands. So they were in, like I said, a lot of conflict before coming forward. And this is what I saw before I even pulled the cards. So look, the 2 of Cups. They feel this, you feel this. I feel you still have feelings for them, they still have feelings for you. They've got a bit of pride and ego here in terms of coming back. You both still feel something for each other. I feel they just have difficulty with, like I said, opening up, and also commitment issues. And that has to do with them opening up. So what will happen when they come forward? What will happen when this person comes forward? Sorry, you know me and my alarms. What will happen when this person comes forward? What will happen? I think it's taken them a lot to come forward, so probably try and be, don't be so standoffish, be kind of gentle, allow them to speak, kind of be friendly if you want, or just be open and approachable and receptive, I think. Unless, they've done something really terrible, which this particular group, I don't think they have. Yeah, I think they've been on an emotional roller coaster with this situation. Ace of Cups at the bottom. I always see the Ace of Cups as more feminine energy. So maybe you will be offering, you will be really generous to them, really kind, really open. You will want to have this heart-to-heart kind of thing, or maybe not discuss anything, but you will be moved by emotion. You will have a change of heart. You will be kind of opening your heart to them, I feel. But yeah, they've had a lot of conflict. They've finally decided to just come forward because they've been thinking about it too much. I think it's been an emotional roller coaster for them. Um, and they're just deciding to just act on a whim and just rush in because they just don't want to lose you at the same time. So even though they aren't quite sure, because I still think that there's some commitment issues and we have the lovers, they're still trying to make that decision. They're aware that they have feelings for you. They're aware that they maybe want to put the work in. They're not sure exactly what they want to do or how they're going to proceed forward, but they may just come in with a message and that will kickstart things. So we'll see how that goes, Taurus. But until then, stay true to yourself, guys. Take care of yourself. Have a wonderful rest of the month, and I'll speak to you guys soon. I love you lots and lots.